KVGC News Time is now 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Well, Plymouth is the first city to formally endorse the Amador County School Bond Measure A on the November ballot. Last night, at the request of Yes on Measure A campaign members, and following a question and answer session with School Superintendent Amy Slavinsky, the council unanimously voted to approve a resolution endorsing Measure A. If approved, the bond would pay for $78 million in needed repairs and facilities improvements throughout the countywide school district. In other business, the board approved $1,500 in transient occupancy tax monies to support activities at the Kennedy mine. The request was for $3,000, but was reduced by half when some council members objected to supporting a project not located in or adjacent to the city itself.
Well, with the November general election less than a month away, Amador County's local elections have seen little in the way of campaign donations, while a number of competitive local races in Calaveras are drawing financial support. Now, for the reporting period that stretched July 1st to September 22nd, the only significant campaign donation in Amador County, a $5,000 donation from Amador County Unified School District Superintendent Amy Slavinsky to the Yes on Measure A campaign, a $78 million school bond. Now, no other Amador County campaigns reported significant contributions. In Calaveras, the sheriff race, incumbent Rick DiBasilio has raised $5,468, with George Lee, owner of La Contenta Golf Course, donating $1,000, and his company, Gentium Golf LLC, donating an additional $2,000. Now, Sheriff DiBasilio's challenger, Gary Stevens, reports $9,959 in cash donations and $12,949 in non-monetary contributions, largely donated items for a fundraiser. Now, his largest donors were Mark Wisdom, listed as a UPS driver at $3,000 donated, and Eugene McBride, listed as retired, with a $1,000 donation. Incumbent District 5 Supervisor Clyde Clapp has raised $5,236 for his re-election, including a loan to his campaign of $3,000. His challenger, Benjamin Stopper, has raised $10,955 in the period, including a $2,000 loan to his own campaign. District 3 Supervisor Michael Oliveria raised $6,204 in the reporting period for his re-election, with the largest donation, $2,500 from Good Earth Farms in Lodi and $1,500 from the Laborers International Union. His challenger, former Supervisor Merida Calloway, has collected $4,775 in donations. Her largest donations, or donors, were Owen Griffith and Mara and Tama Adelman, who each donated $500 to the campaign.
And a bizarre incident in Angels Camp ended with one city resident behind bars and others just shaking their heads in disbelief. According to the Angels Camp police, it all began with the report of a naked man in the roadway on South Main Street. But when officers arrived, they were unable to locate a suspect. Then about 20 minutes later, a nearby homeowner called to report an unknown man in his home. He said that the man was wearing his clothes. During questioning, the suspect claimed that it was his home and refused to answer any questions or give his name. The actual homeowner confirmed that the man did not live at the residence and that he didn't know him. Once in the Calaveras County Jail, fingerprints identified the suspect as 19-year-old Jacob Hunt of Angels Camp. Hunt faces charges of burglary, indecent exposure, and being under the influence of a controlled substance.
In August, the school board voted unanimously to place the general obligation bond on the November 6th ballot. If approved by voters, the bond would raise $78 million over the next 10 years to pay for both repair of existing facilities and construction of new buildings at the county school sites. Now, the bonds would then be paid back over a 30-year period with a special assessment tax on all properties in the county. Now, in order to better understand the significant level of need at our schools and the reason for Measure A, the public is invited to attend one or more walking tours of the district's facilities. A facilities tour of Pioneer Elementary will be held today and again Friday the 26th, both at 4 p.m. Tours of Ione Elementary scheduled for today, again Saturday the 20th, and Thursday the 25th, all at 4 p.m. And a guided tour of Jackson Elementary will take place tomorrow, 10 a.m. Here in Jackson, the bond measure requires a 55% majority in order to pass.
And you'll see PG&E helicopter patrols again today and over the weekend in Amador and Calaveras counties. The flights are related to the utility's accelerated wildfire risk reduction work. As we reported earlier in the month, given the dramatic wildfire threat the foothills face this year, PG&E has taken immediate action to create even greater safety clearances between trees and power lines. Areas patrolled in Amador and Calaveras County will include Pine Grove, Pioneer, Buckhorn, West Point, Wilseyville, Railroad Flat, Glencoe, and the Highway 4 corridor. Flights are scheduled for today and tomorrow, and again on the 15th, 24th, and 25th. Of course, they are subject to change.
Well, gas prices in California have jumped almost 20 cents in the last month, according to AAA. Could go above $4 a gallon locally here very shortly. Well, in September, the average cost per gallon at the pump, $3.62 for regular unleaded. This month, $3.81, the highest since 2015. AAA reports the hike is being fueled by Wall Street speculation as the U.S. prepares to issue additional economic sanctions against Iran that will take effect November 4th. Some analysts predict that could trigger oil prices to soar above $100 per barrel. In Amador County, the average price for a gallon of regular, $3.51. In Calaveras County, the average, $3.65 a gallon. AAA notes California gas prices generally higher than the rest of the country due to taxes and stricter environmental requirements.
And get ready, it's the big yard sale you've been waiting for. Volcano Theater Company. They've got some great stuff on sale. Costumes, wigs, props, furniture, lots of fabric. It's tomorrow from 10 to 3, both at the Cobblestone and at the Amphitheater on Main Street in Volcano. Volcano Theater, big yard sale from 10 to 3. And that's a look at local news on a Gold Country Friday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, visit our website, kvgcradio.com.